All right, traders from around the world, this is your Monday real life stock review. We're looking at the broader markets right now. SPY, still bullish. Buy the dip, stay long. Q's, absolutely domination station, up another % today. You have a nice new white soldier on Friday. 1 day of a pullback. That's right, one, O-N-E. Retested and continued higher. IWM, still sideways, but huge candle on Friday, good close above resistance. If you're looking at playing the IWM, I could easily see why you would buy a dip into 223 and then stay bullish to non-directional. Otherwise, if you're playing it non-directional, it looks fine, but eventually that bad boy is going to break out. The good news, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you did have some stocks that you requested on our Friday trade review. Let's get into those right now. And then if you have any other questions, stocks, trade setups, anything you want me to look at, just post in the comment section below and me and you will rock out tomorrow. Here's the stocks that were requested for today. First on the list is Peloton, aka Pelothian. Peloton, here's the weekly chart. And Peloton's trading sideways. The 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart to $80.22. I don't know if it's going to get all the way down there or not, but I can say that there's a little bit more weakness than strength right now on Peloton. The daily chart had a cool run up right before earnings. So if you were trading it long, you easily could have sold off of the 200 simple at 119, call it 120. That's a brick wall resistance, as we can see on Peloton. So yeah, from right now, I'd just stay a little bit more on the short side. This is a retest gap. Expect it to, of course, miss your squiggles action. It's way up, trade down a little bit lower, consolidate, and then eventually go higher. Those are my thoughts on Peloton. Next on the list is PIN, P-E-N-N, PIN National Gaming. I do love this weekly chart so much. Beautiful consolidation for over a month. Nice breakout last week. This is one that my really good buddy Jake from TrendSpider is a big fan of as well. Had a humongous run up, and since its previous highs back in March, she pulled back an amazing 55%. That's a beautiful amount. So some new highs are coming in. Let some more consolidation happen, but overall, be looking to buy some pullbacks on PIN. I do think this is a nice long-term buying spot. Edward Snowden, aka Snowflake, aka SNOW, daily chart. Beautiful hammer right before earnings. I had a lot of real life traders play that hammer since it's in a bullish trend, ride up and make some money. And then of course you had a retest gap on earnings, which was August 26th. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 white candles in a row with a gap action. And that gap action retested, like that. There's your buy limit, probably around 280. And you have another nice hammer today on Snowflake. So if you're not in on the pullback, look to play that hammer. Pinterest, down a little bit, but overall actually a pretty cute hammer today. There's a lot of traders who are buying Pinterest down here. It is the exact same spot that it was at back in May when it bounced. And again, the long-term moving averages are really far away. So just accumulate small size down here. I wouldn't be super, ultra mega aggressive, but I would be buying. So I do have some shares of Pinterest. I am accumulating down here, buy low, sell high, interested to see what it does. And just be a little bit on the patient side, but if it takes out this hammer in the next 2 or 3 days, yeah, be bullish. Rocket companies, RKT. So Rocket, man, really interesting consolidation. So this has been trading sideways for over a month. If you're a fan of Bollinger Bands, the Bollingers are trading sideways on Rocket companies. So eventually a breakout could happen there. It is at a support. It is at a buy low, sell high location. If you like the company or you like the fundamentals or like something about it, I personally don't really. But if you do, this is the spot to buy. Now, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you can't like it. It is in a buy low, sell high area. It is at a good support. Risk reward is nice. If you're buying here, best of luck. Otherwise, I would move on and trade something like Airbnb. So Airbnb had a confirmed breakout and a change of a downward trend, in my opinion, on August 24th with that close. News came out that they were sheltering, I think 20,000 refugees, I believe was the number. And the market really liked that. Big breakout on August 24th, retest an old resistance, new high, pulling into the 100 simple moving average. And with that retracement and that pullback, I think a lot of traders down here are starting to take some nibbles on Airbnb. Got 3 other stocks to look at, but before we do, make sure you check the description box below. I have an entirely free webinar that I'll be doing on the 2nd of September at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 Central. And we are working on raising donations for Haiti. We have some really good friends who are, and some great traders who were born and raised in Haiti. They live in America now. We're going to work with them, team up with them, have some phenomenal traders who are going to provide really, really great value. We're going to talk trades, we're going to talk setups, we're going to talk charts, we're going to talk all kinds of good stuff. It's entirely free, donation-based, complimentary. We'd love for you to be there. There'll be a lot of giveaways, prizes, and just opportunities for you to give love, provide value, and provide enrichment to others that need it. So make sure to click that link in the description box below and sign up for that. Next on the list for today is FUBO, F-U-B-O, sideways. FUBO in between the 100, 200 something moving average, trading sideways. Here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart's hanging out. Long story short, I don't see much on FUBO right now. I don't think it's super exciting. I don't think it's amazingly great. And if I were looking at this one, I would like a close above 29.27. Let it close above here, retest 27.61. Don't take the breakout on FUBO, and then be long. All right, only 2 left. Here is APPS, A-P-P-S. Digital Turbine. It's struggling. A lot of selling. You got the Mr. Squiggles S-curve. You're pulling back into the primary moving averages. We broke below the 200 on earnings a few weeks ago. The 100, 200 is about to cross. It looks a little on the weaker side. I'm not saying it has to go down, but I am saying it simply could. Keep your eyes on that one. Expect some slight lower movement. And if you're looking at going long, just wait a little bit longer. And last on this list is VXRT, VaxArt. Not really sure what this particular company is or does, but if I'm looking at the weekly chart, it looks like an absolute ski slope to death. It looks terrible. The chart looks miserable. But again, could it catch some really interesting news, something COVID related where it gets a massive gap up overnight? Sure, that's always possible. But just looking at this particular chart, I don't see much of that right now. If I were to buy it, I'd probably buy it around the 100 and 200 simple moving average, which is about $7.50. My stop would go down here about $5.88, and I would just hope for the best. That's pretty much the only thing I can see on VaxArt, ticker symbol VXRT. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be back Wednesday. Get your chart request in those comments. I'm sure that you guys know next Monday is Labor Day. The U.S. markets are closed, and I'll be taking a small hiatus from real life trading starting on September 7th because Baby Newsom is only a mere 16 days away from today. We're all very excited about that in the Newsom household, and I'm gonna slowly wind down just to spend a little bit of time with the family so that I can absolutely crush it, dominate it, and just get everyone hyped up, jazzed up, and mega stoked in January 2022. Anyway, I will be back on Wednesday. Get those requests in. I'm ready to go. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.